controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Yep. Hey, man, I got him. He's mine.
Hey, orbit.
54.
Ready.
On first down, it's Tannehill.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Come on. You better bring it. Recon, 132 fighter.
Henry running right. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready? 60 or
49.
He's coming. We got double up.
Check.
Hey! Let's go.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Green 80. You gonna see me. Run pass. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Watch twitch.
Check nine.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Switch. Alert flare. Check 30.
Hey.
31.
He's simple.
From the shotgun, Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jayon Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 49. Check 40. Look for signals. 49.
Watch out.
Front left.
Nickel.
Watch twist. Kill.
Slam. You go tight.
Hey, alert.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Big edge.
18.
Mike's 54.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right.
Give me some.
And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course,
and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
No. Off. 80 weapon. Big grip.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 24, Mariota.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking him.
And he's going to go down again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike, 55.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Hey, 0.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Hey.
Got it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
Jam. Check safety.
Good job right there.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He's got Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike's 280.
Mike's 5'4". Get your swerve on.
Now Wilson on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. On first down, Procise. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
12.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Hey, turn it up.
Flushed out right.
Save.
That's complete. It's Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
54. I got it. Check 26. Show me that.
It's 2nd and inches.
Check. Lucky.
A second down carry for Pro-Size. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Still got 4 down.
Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 0.
Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the edge. Check.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Rush in.
Still got 4 down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a gain of 35.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, here's Henry. Bulldozes past, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead grows to 10-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Switch it. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Switch gears. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Exit.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Titans take over first down.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now.
After the sack on first down, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tannehill. And finding Pruitt. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 22.
Ready up.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Michael Kendricks able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Kendricks bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Look at me. Zipper.
49's the mic.
Leo.
It's a party now.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check.
Say go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now it's Lockett. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Mike's 380.
Mike's 5-4.
18.
Pick it up.
Tight dog.
Penny, a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's it, baby.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Let's go.
24. Get 24. Come on. Run.
20. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 11.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Safety's creeping.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They come out here in the eye.
Mike's 54.
One left.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Mike's 5-4.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
What you got? Huh? What you got? Huh?
Myers' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Tannehill.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Escaping the pressure right. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
You ready?
March 49. In your face.
Hey! Steve Griffin.
On second down, it's Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Go! Fight!
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Go! What do you want? Now!
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Ready, set.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Yes!
Wide. Get wide.
Now!
Motion.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants...
Derrick Henry all alone. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56.
49.
11. Hey. 26.
49.
12. Tonight.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On 2nd and 9, Breeze, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Ready.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike's 49.
Hey, kill.
Come off the ball hard.
12.
49, guys. Mike, 40.
Here we go. Hey, easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check pass. Hatchet. Hey, alert 3. Check 3.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Now Rashad Penny looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
19.
Kill.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Check 50.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check.
Topper.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, easy.
49's the mic.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
36.
49.
Hey, wahoo!
49.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
49.
Here we go.
49. I got you, boy. 40.
13.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
So don't say no.
Go.
Mike's 49.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Check.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Shift. Switch.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got it. Check. Crunch. Still got 4 down.
They'll run with Penny. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 31 yards there and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Now they're right down here looking for 6.
He's coming. We got double up. Check. Check 52.
47's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Spot that.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
They're running it.
Hey, easy.
Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours?
Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check 31. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, check 23.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Got Gordon open, completes it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Gordon, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready?
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Bravo. Hey, easy.
Mike's 49. Hey, watch the slant.
Ready, catch.
Breeze now to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Watch twist.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Mike, 47.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Here's Wilson to throw. On the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Watch the screen.
14.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Check. Fresno.
Check three.
Wilson rolling to his left, and it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
They can't stop you,
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And where have we seen this before from Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
That's all right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Right there. All day, baby. 53's the mark.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Big edge. Big edge.
From the 36, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Gordon, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mike's 40.
Pilot, 64, weak.
49.
On first down, Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20.
Here we go.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
You're not ready.
12.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Alert! 6-6, pull it high.
Check safety.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll... Get it up to the 33-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, pick your game up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This is Coleman with a grab. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Watch the edge. 66, bullet, hot.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Check 37.
Friday. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Rush in.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's got Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
All day. Check 24. Check
215.
Switch it.
Go.
Come on, switch it.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Friday.
They snap it at one. Now Wilson. It's caught. And it's 8-0. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
65.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there. 54. Right? 54, Mike. Ready? 36. Off.
From the 36, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Check.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. On first down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
21. Here we go.
Check.
Lock.
SOS.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of these play calls,
Here we go.
I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's do this.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie. Hey, we heavy on the easy.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 11. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Alert 3.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's got some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 93 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line. Scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes going to throw. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Williams.
Watch out, watch out,
He'll get three, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, he's at the 30, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 89 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He violated a big Big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
12. Check, 53. Orbit. Here we go, G.
Second and 10 now. Wilson being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Slam.
Big edge.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Wilson throwing again. Flush to his right. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Wilson going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Jam. Check safety. Sponge.
Gun.
No.
Ship.
Now Wilson to throw again. Steps away to his... And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
That's how you score, owner.
Make it a hatch. For Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Yellow. 43.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Kendricks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also... And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Mahomes now to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Here we go.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up